Hi, welcome to Bri Living Free. Today I just wanted to say really fast that I am leaving the self-sabotaging era because I've definitely been in it. For me, at least, it applies to my channel. Today I was like journaling and getting my thoughts out, and today I thought there are 3 things that are blocking me that I'm self-imposing, and I just thought I would share them and say them really fast, like literally really fast because I'm about to leave. I'm about to go out for the evening. But I wanted to say there are 3 P's that I think have been keeping me blocked, and I just want to like say them really fast and then I'll edit or re-record later. Number 1 is planning. I get stuck on planning. I can't stop. I'm not super type A personality where like you absolutely have to follow the plan minute to minute, but I love to plan and I love to brainstorm. So I have all these ideas. I have creative things I want to do. I have channel things I want to do, business things I want to do, and I just plan them all. So I have tons of Pinterest boards. I spend time typing out plans. I have a lot of plans for the channel specifically, plans that go for like years. And the problem is that sometimes I'll go to the plan when it's time to act, like when it's time to sit down and record a video. I'll go to the plan and then I am like, not really feeling like that fits what I should be doing right now, but I feel bad that I'm not following the plan I already wrote out, so then I get kind of stuck in this cycle of like, I don't really feel like doing the plan because it's not accurate or it's too much. The second one is perfectionism. I don't usually like claim this, like I'm not like, oh, I'm a perfectionist, blah, blah, blah. But the issue is with perfectionism, I don't like not being how I envision it. That's what I'll say. For example, I love art and I love art classes. Like I really enjoyed taking art classes in school. But with drawing, I think drawing is like the best for me to talk about, not the best for me to do. With drawing, my technique of putting on the page what I want, like what I see in my mind, putting it down on the page is not quite there. And so when I draw realism, or sketches, it gets on my nerves because that's not exactly how I wanted it to look. So I have like a perfectionist issue where I can, but I don't want to do the thing I want to do unless it's gonna come out perfect to my standards. And my standards might be unrealistic. So that's the second one, perfectionism. And then the third one is procrastination. Yeah, I'm a procrastinator. I will take time to be like, okay, well, I'll just go back to the planning step, or I'll just procrastinate because I know it's not going to be perfect. And so maybe procrastination just comes out of both of them because I'm like, I'm not where I want to be right now. So I procrastinate doing the thing. And then I watch like time tick, and then I feel really bad after time is gone, or the day is gone, or the month is gone. Anyway, so those are my 3 Ps that I'm working on right now. And I just wanted to say that. We're just going to be, I don't know, I just feel like I need to be more like real and raw with like what's going on with me in my life, and like the lessons that I'm learning in my 20s for myself, and if you enjoy watching it, for you too. Literally just saying this and sitting down and recording this right now is me breaking that blockage. So anyway, have a good afternoon. That's all I wanted to say. Bisous. Hi, welcome back to Bri Living Free. I wanted to expand on what I said yesterday about blockages that are internal or self-imposed, okay, that exist, at least for me. And today I was asking myself, so I've recognized these self-sabotaging habits, but like, how do I get rid of them? The first thing I think that's really important, it speaks to the perfectionism especially, and the plan, but mostly perfectionism, is to not be afraid to be seen trying. I've heard this all over social media recently. Maybe it's just because the algorithm knows like this is something I deal with. But basically, I think the lesson from that phrase is like nobody starts off perfect. So it's okay if you're gonna start something new and you're not perfect at it. Honestly, perfection shouldn't even necessarily be the goal. I think the goal is to do what you've wanted to do. So the action part should be more so your goal. I think results are important, but I think you should be really proud that you went and worked out. I think you should be really proud that you sat down to write and wrote. So don't be afraid to be seen trying feels like It's okay to not be perfect. Everyone has a starting point and everyone is learning. And if you're putting stuff out into the world, like, so I think this is really good for content creation, creators of all type, especially if it's gonna be viewed by others, applying for things. It's okay to be seen trying, because that's the brave part of the action, like you're trying it. Second thing I've seen on my timeline recently, Shonda Rhimes, I think she was asked a question about how she would give advice to young writers. And she said when she sits down to write, she tells herself, you just have to write one good page. Just one good page. I love that. Like, I honestly think it's such good advice. When I first heard it, I was like, maybe like one good chapter, one good scene. But no. She said what she said. One good page. And after that, maybe you'll feel like, oh, you know what? I wrote one good page. I can write another. But even if that's not the case, at least you're taking a micro step towards your huge goal. If your goal is to write a book, writing one good page a day, if you do 200 days of writing one good page, you're at 200 pages. And I know that sounds like a long time, but that's also all within a year. So I love that piece of advice, and I'm gonna start implementing it into my life. Love that, living that, enjoying that, learning that. I mentioned in a previous video, every big step has micro steps in it. And I love how Shonda Rhimes kind of summarized all of that in write one good page. Just one good page. So you can just make a micro step your goal for the day. And then you might do more because you're actually into it, or even if not, at least you did something. Instead of doing nothing and worrying about the plan or worrying about how perfect it is, those notes are for me. You could just do a little micro step. I love it. So I wrote this today. I thought of this question to ask myself, and it's imagine yourself completing the goal or completing the project, doing the thing, and ask yourself, that self, did you let fear or insecurity or perfectionism or whatever self-sabotaging habits, did you let that get in the way of completing the goal? And that self is obviously going to say, no, like, I did it. Like, I didn't let it get in the way. I might have worked through it, but I didn't let it get in the way. And I thought, like, oh my gosh, wait a minute, pause. The person who said no is me. Like, I'm literally the person who's going to be able to do this thing. Once I do it and complete it, I'm going to be able to say, I didn't let, like, my insecurities or whatever is keeping me from doing the thing, I didn't let that get in the way. We already have so many blockages or limitations that are out in the world, and if we add on personal limitations or blockages to doing what we want to do, we're going to be in a tough spot, and we're going to be working really, really hard to get down these walls and those walls just to get to the other side so that we can get the thing done. And instead of doing that, I think it's really good to self-reflect. If the answer to the question, why am I not working towards my goal, if any of that answer includes because of myself or because of, like, I don't know if I can do it, or internal doubt, like if it's any of that, we need to nip it in the bud. We got to work on it inside so that we don't have to fight against ourselves and against whatever limitations are out in the world. Can't be going against myself and the world. Too much, no. Not gonna do that. I'm gonna be on my team and face whatever I have to face to get my goal done. Anyway, I was just thinking about that, and I'm literally learning live, just living like the experience, and you know what, honestly enjoying the experience, enjoying the learning, and just getting better, evolving, growing day by day. If you connect to this, that's amazing. But I'm also putting this out to watch back, like at the end of the year, and honestly in 5 years I'm gonna go back and watch these videos. What was I learning in 2024? There you have it. Life lesson. Don't self-sabotage, and you need to be on your team. You need to be on your own team. Drink some water, take care of yourself, and spread light and positivity into the world. And I'll see you next time, man. I'll see you next time. Thanks for liking, subscribing, following me on the socials, all the good stuff. I'll see you next time. Bye.